Okay, now 12.2 was all about graphing rational functions. And I took a little time to introduce it because introducing it is what's going to make it easy for you. So remember, the basic equation is y equals a over x minus h plus k. If you remember, k moves things up and down, h moves things side to side, a makes it a stretch or a shrink, and if it's negative, it's a reflection. So knowing that, I'm going to skip 8 and go right to the harder one. So I'm just going to skip 8 and do number 10. And of course, yes, you've got to do all the odds, but you can check yours in the back of the book. So number 10 is y equals 2 over x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, let's pause. We just did this just a few minutes ago. So if you remember, this moves things up and down. And because it's positive, we know this is going to take the graph up 1. We remember this h value moves it side to side. And because the normal h is negative, it's x minus and then whatever h is. A negative, if this were 1, it would be moving it to the right. But because if it was minus 1, it would move it to the right. But because it's plus 1, it's going to be left 1. And I really should not just say 1. I should say they're units, really. And finally, this value here, 2, is going to tell me that it's going to be a stretch. But it's positive, which means it's going to be the first and third quadrants, right? It's not a flip. It's not a reflection. Okay, well, now I can draw my graph. And because it's up 1 and left 1, I can do pretty much normal XY axes. Okay, so my first asymptote is going to be up 1 unit. I'm just going to see if I can get by with just 4. On either side. Must be the end of the semester. My pens are all running out of ink. Okay, so first thing, it's going up 1 unit. So here this is my horizontal asymptote at y equals 1. And left 1 unit over here at x equals -1. And I can see right away that my branches are going to go here and here because it's a stretch and it's positive. What's, again, nice about placing your asymptotes is it's really easy to then pick the best numbers and not waste a lot of time looking for the right ones. Remember, you need 3 points per branch, so you're going to want 6 numbers. Clearly, the number I can't pick is -1, but I can pick 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 0, 3. Let me try 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, plus 1 is 2. So let's see. Oops, 0, 3 up here. I knew that looked wrong. Draw it a little bigger. So I need 1 more point, and I'll just keep going, just pick 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2/3 plus 1 is 1 2/3. So 2 and 1 2/3. And I've got a beautiful branch up here. And now I'm going to go the other direction. I know I can't pick -1, so I'm just going to head to -2. -2 plus 1 is going to give me a -1. 2 divided by -1 is -2. Plus 1 is -1. So -2, -1. Let me try -3. -3 plus 1 is -2. 2 divided by -2 is -1. Plus 1 is 0. That's nice and easy. And I realize that this is going to go closer, so let me try something between -1 and -2. So I'll try -3/2. So -3/2 plus 1 is -1/2. 2 divided by -1/2 is -4 plus 1 is -3. So here I go. And again, I've got a beautiful second branch. Okay, so that is what we do to graph a rational function. And that is going to be the second group of problems in your test. You're going to have 3 of those. The third one, I'm going to show you how to do. So this is the first 2 graphs, you'll have no trouble doing this way. But the third one, you're going to have to remember how you do your divisions. And by that I mean, let me give you an example. So I'm going to, again, give you another example because they don't cover it in the review, but I know you're going to need it. So y equals 3x minus 1 over x plus 4. Well, what you're going to have to do first is do a long division. 3x minus 1 divided by x plus 4. And how many times does x go into 3x? It goes 3 times. 3x, and then 3 times 4 is 12. When I change my signs, I get a remainder of -13. So plus -13 over x plus 4. My equation, therefore, is y equals, I'm going to reverse things, -13 over x plus 4 plus 3. From there, I can see that this is going to take my graph up 3 units because it's positive. And this one is going to take my graph left 3 units. And I'm not going to graph the whole thing, but this is what you will do, graphing it just as I did, let's see, what did I do? I did number 10. So once you've done your division and you get your equation in proper rational function format, you're good to go and to keep doing the graph. Okay, I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to catch up with you for 12.3 to divide polynomials.